Next person. Come on. What's your name?
Yes, my name is BoEun's.
Again?
BoEun's.
What's that? Is that a name? A real name?
BoEun's.
Okay, tell me, why are you applying for this job?
Why?
Why? W-H-Y. Why are you applying this job? Why? Come on. Why are you applying?
Because I'm interested in.
What? You know something? I don't have enough time. Get out of my office right now. Useless person.
Have you ever experienced a job interview? How did you feel? Did you feel nervous like me, or did you do well? I think all of you guys will have a job interview for the future, and I know all of you guys are so smart and have lots of ability, but the interview is too short to show your ability. So today I'd like to talk about job interview tips which can make employers want to hire you. I have 3 tips. First one is, before the interview, learn about the company. Second one is, don't be too nervous like me. And third one is, don't complain about your last job. Let me elaborate the 3 tips. First one was, before the interview, learn about the company. When you have an interview, your interviewer, the employer, could ask you what you know about the company. If you didn't answer, your employer might think, why is she applying for the job? With today's technology, there is no excuse for having no knowledge of a company except for laziness. She must be so lazy. You don't want this conclusion, right? So, please, before the interview, learn about the company. You can search on the internet and can ask someone who is related to the company. It's not too hard, it's easy, and you can look prepared. Let's move on to my second tip. Don't be too nervous. If you are too nervous, your employers could think, she is so nervous. Maybe she has a lack of confidence, or she has difficulty to meet someone, which is not good. She is not appropriate for my job. Avoiding this situation, don't be too nervous. Imagine you are in a restaurant with someone who is familiar with you. For example, for me, I had an interview. I was so nervous, but when I entered the interview room, I noticed the interviewer, looked like my uncle. So I imagined I was talking with my uncle. So it's much easier to talk with him. Imagine you are in a romantic restaurant with someone who is familiar with you, and talk and have a comfortable conversation. But be careful, don't talk too fast or too loud or too much. Careful. And let's move on to my last tip. My last tip is, don't complain about your last job. I hate my last boss. I hate my last workplace. It's dirty and smell and so small. It's just terrible. Then your employer could think such a great complainer. She will complain about me and my workplace and my job. I shouldn't hire her. Yes. Avoiding this situation, avoiding this conclusion, don't complain about your last job. If you really hate your last job and last boss, keep it inside or your blog and show optimism. Show optimism. Nobody, keep in mind, nobody likes working with a complainer. Nobody. I talked about job interview tips, 3 tips which can make employers want to hire you. I think all of you guys have enough ability to be hired. So just keep 3 tips in your mind. Then for you, it's easy as pie to get a job. Thank you.